Hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to Forever Skies 1.0. Right, we're in a new location. Here's the map. I started heading towards the exclamation mark, which is the location of the Cosmodrome. And on my way, I saw a question mark. So I stopped at the question mark, and this is what we are. First of all, take a look at our elevation. 366 meters. So this is not the normal lift location. And honestly, there is nothing here. So as you can see, it looks different from the original lift location. And if we pull out our scanner, I've already scanned this, but it requires a specialized keycard. And we don't have access to whatever keycard that is. So there is really nothing we can do here. But it is a nice big platform. So maybe we can do what I've been wanting to do for so long, build our new cockpit. But we will head towards the Cosmodrome. I'm seeing another question mark on the map over here, which is down in that direction. I would like to go there, but I think maybe the Cosmodrome first, because I don't believe that's the end of the story. We still have a couple of items that we need to unlock, things that'll be useful, and obviously there's a lot to do in the farming area. The next stage of development on my ship is to partition the levels off into different rooms, sort of more specific to what they should be doing, kind of like my medical room here, which I need to get rid of this stair, and we will do that. That'll open this area up just a little bit more. I was told that you can stack the stairs. Someone in the comments mentioned that. So that would be interesting. You basically have a stairwell all the way up. But yeah, that's the plan. And then there's pipe work. In between episodes, I did put up one of the new water purifiers. And this is piped. So we will be able to put pipes. We'll be able to get the large water tank. There's quite a lot to do. Anyway, let's get stuck in. Alright, well, I'm going to start off by apologizing for the last episode, because with everything that we were doing, this little guy, you see, I have a follow option now. If I hold down E, Dennis will follow. So I can take a walk, and Dennis comes following behind me, and I can pet Dennis. Now, when you pet Dennis, you actually get your oxygen topped up, so when you're down in a underdust area, that helps. It takes a while to refresh to do it again, but it does save you some oxygen. Oh, hello. Such a cute little bug. Anyway, you go back to the cushion and you hold down E to stop following, and Dennis is home. So yeah, with all the prep work and everything that I was doing for the suburbs, I just, you know, and the fact that Dennis was stuck in a back corner, which is going to change soon, I just completely forgot about taking him with me. And it was a mistake. Anyway, what I want to build is in the airship builder, and I have already researched it. It's the large 2-deck cockpit.
A storm is coming.
Oh my word.
A storm is coming.
A storm is coming, and I am this high up. Actually, I'm going to take some evasive action. Yeah, I don't really want my parts to get damaged. So yeah, we'll just hang out underneath this platform for a bit. Be right back. Oh good, it looks like the storm is over, so I'll just put myself back in position. Okay, so a couple of things I need to do. I need to clear this out. So we'll queue that, and we'll queue that. Now we have no controls for our ship, but we have space because I am going to delete that cockpit and that cockpit. Oh, damn, that wasn't our cockpit. That one. Yeah, I'm not sure what the other thing was that I just deleted. And I'm going to have to remove some platforms. Right, there we go. Now I could delete the walls, and yeah, maybe I'll do that. I've got attachments on this one. That would have been a problem. I've got to take all of this out, pick that up. Where shall I put this? For now, it's going under the stairs, and everything is loaded in. And then I can remove that wall. Cool. So, I have a big gap now, and then I'm going to choose this, and no connection to the airship. Dude, where is this thing? Why can I not put it in? Oh, there it is. Just needed to come a little bit closer. Alright, come on. It's not letting me do it from here. Let me see if it works from up here. Can be a little tricky. Oh, there we go. Boom, it's in. And look at that. That's massive. And we have stair access, so I can remove some stairs and open things up a little bit. Like especially that one. Anyway, let's get our controls back. We'll center this as best we can, bring it back a little bit, put our radar back up. Let's see, how much space do I need? That should be good. Yep, that's perfect. Look at the view I have. It's amazing. Right, now there's another big change I'd like to try and make, other than removing this. So let's move this dude to here. I'm going to leave the staircase here just for a moment. And I'm going to head upstairs. I need to get up there. So I've built a deck around. Okay, no, this is fine. I can reach from here. Now I'm going to go to the balloon, reduce balloon. Okay, so the flat balloon core uses 14 helium. The big balloon core only uses 8. Well, I've got some helium. I'm going to need to make a bit more liquid neon if I'm going to run this one. Wow, that's expensive. I'm having regrets. All right, let's reduce. Oh, you can't do it because of the weight limit. So I need to actually expand the side ones out first before I can do that. That might block me. Can I walk through here? If I crouch, I can. All right, cool. Yeah, but then I'm going to have a problem with helium. All right, let's do an expansion on this one. And then we'll walk around the other side and do one over here as well. All right, now we've got 4,000. I'm not going to be able to remove this middle one. And I'm going to need more helium before I even try. Okay, so that's not a job for today. I'm going to need to find a lot more helium. But now that I have stairs right here and I can go down here, I don't need this stairwell anymore. So let's see if it'll let me... Oh, obviously. I went and put this one exactly in the wrong place. So now I just have to drop off some materials. And then I can move this one again. Damn, where am I going to put... Oh, you can put things over here. Actually, maybe on the other side. Yeah, I'll put it low just to keep it out of the way as well. Because this is stuff that we would carry on our missions with us. And everything is moved. Cool. There should be nothing blocking this. There is a wall here that I could maybe...
Maximum flight altitude reduced.
That's right. Okay, I need to replace this ASAP. And then I need to find that little spot. Ah, there it is. Got it. Yeah, it's quite fiddly. You need to find the exact spot. And we'll put a wall up so we can put our turbine back. And then floor and ceiling. Lovely. Run up here. Oh, nice. Okay, that's cool. Now I can go on to my little maintenance deck out here that I've kitted out. And put our turbine back.
Maximum flight
There we go.
altitude increased.
All sorted. And that's given us some more space downstairs. And it's also given us some more space upstairs. Let's get rid of this wall. Yeah, the kitchen, this area is fine. There's a couple of things that'll end up going on this wall. Yeah, we'll see how we do things inside. That's fine. Maybe I should remove this wall. And because there's a door here, make this a little like 2x2. So we'll have a window over here so people can see what we're doing inside. A door. Another wall there. And a window there. Okay, so this is our medical station. And I'll just move this virus analyzer in there. Put it right over there. And I could actually move this as well to make it better positioned. So, right there. And I have another cabinet with all my medical stuff in it. So we'll grab all of that, move this cabinet. I'll put it right there. Keep everything nice and neat. And put all of our medical stuff back in here. What was this cupboard for again? Oh, yeah, this is probably going to need to move. Yeah, I'll get to that. All right, so we have our little medical room sorted out to a large degree. Maybe I can move this further to the back now that I have space. And we can put something in here. Maybe a desk or something. That might be cool. Yeah, I'll put it back where it was. And then we got space for a desk. Yeah, that's quite nice. Close door. And close this door now. Darn, I love this cockpit. I may still have to do something with this staircase over here. And I don't know if it's absolutely necessary. Oh, and I do need to put floors in here. I have some fiberglass, so I'm going to do bloom floors just to keep the theme going on this little section. There we go. Strange that it wouldn't rotate, but that's alright. That looks quite nice. And if I want to, I can move my little decoration thing over here. I'll stick it in the corner. We've got space for our decorations now. No need for them to be all crammed up in one place. But I'll get to that. Yeah, this is nice. This is better. And then I'll be able to separate this place into different rooms as well. Okay, so what research do we have that I really, really want to do? None of that. I would have liked to have done the bulky balloon core. Too fond of it. I saw a picture online where they've extended it and it doesn't look so nice. It's like just balls connected to each other. So yeah, I'm probably not going to go with that, although I would have liked a really chunky boy airship. But yeah, it doesn't really matter. Although I want to research it and see what the costs are. Nothing really important here. I suppose I could research the chitin armor. I don't know if I'm going to use it. I don't think I've ever been in a situation bad enough that I needed it. Oh, and the large sprinkler. Absolutely. We'll get to the gardening section. Now, just in terms of the gardening section, you don't need a lot of pots. I mean, I might have one or two more, but you're not going to be growing everything all the time because you will build up a stock. And like I have quite a big stock of things. But from time to time, like especially when you're doing painting, it uses up a lot of flowers. And you may want more than one pot producing those flowers. Like at the moment, I'm doing canola because I want a lot of plant oil, and I'm doing glowweed because I was making fiberglass. I just stuck them in a whole bunch of pots. So you're not going to be growing everything all the time, and you will build up stock. So no need to have a lot of pots. And that also then limits the number of sprinklers, and it reduces your water usage. So having an individual pot for each item or each seed that you've got is a huge waste of time and space. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents on it. But having a couple of these, maybe even more than 2, might be a good idea, because when you do get into making liquids, it does take a very long time. Anyway, enough talking nonsense. Let's fly. And we're heading in that direction, and we'll see if we come across anything on the way. All right, we're flying at maximum altitude, speeds at 60 kilometers an hour. We're sort of heading in the right direction. Okay, I could go over there and get more energy crystals. I'll have other opportunities. It's fine. Now I see the wind is blowing against us. I'm going to lock the speed in so I don't have to control. Oh, wait, there is a mural coming up. It is right over here. I think I'm going to go get that mural, because there are a certain number of murals in each area that you need to collect, and I was not really concentrating on them too much. I did get quite a few, but when we stop, I'll show you in the studies. Okay, that should be close enough. All right, I haven't built my deck out on this edge yet. Now, catwalk just takes 5 metal, whereas the bloom catwalk is hugely expensive. I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of that. So I'm going to take it out of here. This will be a multi-theme airship. And I do get lag when I put these down, so just bear that in mind. Alright, and we'll scan that. Cure for stupidity. Oh, how I wish. Anyway, let's have a look at those studies. So you got overgrown ruins murals. You got new nature murals, and I don't know if there are other murals. Maybe those are the only 2. But yeah, we're at 50% on the new nature murals. I think that's where we just stopped. Good. Alright, back on mission. Well, we are definitely going through the wall now. It looks like we're going back into the original biome. Is that right? And there's going to be a lot of metal here. I need to upgrade my extractors. Let us go and sort this out. And we need a crossbow, a charged bolt on it. And that's that. Yep, we're going back into the original biome, so there's going to be a heck of a lot of metal to collect. Let me go and grab what I can. Another battery needed, a crystal battery. So hop in here, do that, and plug it in, and collect everything that we've got here. Take all the metal so that can carry on. Make sure to offload everything. Alright, we're offloaded. Let us continue. Alright, where are we going? We are going in that direction. There it is, in between those 2 buildings over there. Oh, there's something here. Mural. Okay, so we can see the location that we're going to. It's that over there. And there's a garden tower next to it. Nice. And the mural, I think, is on this building, but on the other side of it. Yep, there it is. And we will go and scan that quickly. The air is poison. Yep. So if we go into the studies now, overgrown murals is still at 87. New nature murals are still at 50. I have no idea. Oh, there's the Silent City murals. Okay, so I think I've only got 1 so far. Ooh, and the weather changed a little. Alright, back we go. Oh, hang on. Wait. What is that? We have a question mark right in front of us. Oh, it's this place. And I can already see a red glowing thing over there. Some of the stuff that we're here to collect. The small town. Alright, I'm going to need to sort myself out because I am
Analysis.
thirsty. I'm ridiculously hungry. So let's grab some food. I have lots and lots of food. And we can have some coffee to sort out our energy problems. There we go. Coffee. Coffee is life. And now we can head out. It's not a very big area. It's a radio tower variant, but basic pattern cartridge. This is the area that we're going to find stuff to paint. But there's also other things to scan here. So I'm going to head, let's do this. We're here. I'm going to head into this building first, and we will go where it sends us. So I'm going to have to put my torch on because it's dark, and we can start picking goodies up. And we are down at a lower side and crouch through this and don't fall out of the hole. And there's nothing over our head over here because we're going to perhaps just check on this side because there might be a way through. Yep. Okay, so if you don't feel comfortable jumping, there is a way through. And that was, oh, it's the knife. It's like one shot. All right, and we have more cartridges and something to scan. And we have a paint tool. Now, it doesn't give us the paint tool anymore. We're going to have to go and make it. Oh, that's fine. We have lots of cartridges we can pick up here. Right. Wow. I'm really collecting a lot of them. This is more than normal. We go hop in here and have a look around this area. We can get up here if we need to get out. I'm just going to give this lower area a second breeze through just to make sure because I have been known to miss things. And there is a room over here with some trash in it. Valuable trash. Some repair patches. Alright, I think that's it at the bottom. So I'm going to head up and we come up on a roof and we can take this over to here and we can chop our way through here. These weak vines, no chance against the blade. Alright, well, I'm not sure what that was hiding because there's nothing here to collect. So we continue up. Nothing valuable up here. Alright, but we have two routes that we can go. We can jump across to there or that roof. I think I'm going to go this way. There we go. All of that for one piece of synthetic stuff. Okay, so we'll continue over to this roof and, ooh, there's something to scan. Let's see. Is there anything? Yeah, nothing I can see over there that's very important. So, let us drop through here and we can scan this lovely piece of equipment. And this is our moth fish tank. And we can head back down and collect whatever is here. And, oh yes, I can finally get my bedroom done. Wrecked amber king-size bed. Fantastic. And then I'm just going to go through all the cupboards. That looks like, yeah, that looks like about it. Alright, well then, I'm going to just run through and check all of these other places. Make sure I'm not missing any posters or decorations. Okay, here's a room that we... Can we get into it? No, I'm going to have to get into this one from the top. Let's grab the battery and read. The world will be full of colors again. Yes. More cartridges to pick up. Now, don't get excited about seeing that I've picked up 180 of them. That disappears extremely fast. Oh, nearly missed a cartridge. And a place to grab more electric elements. I see a poster in this room. And this is the one that I can't get into from here, so I will need to go back downstairs. Back into this room. I'll head down through here, and I think it's that room over there. Am I right? Might be this one. Yeah, let's try this one first. Oh, my torch went flat. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, and a poster. And a data card. Nice. And we're getting paints now, blueprints for paint. Very late time to get the unlock for paint. I usually get a lot earlier. And that is done. Nothing else here. I think I've been everywhere in this. Yeah, I'm going to take one more run up this side. Just make sure that I'm not missing anything else. Right, I think that's it. I've got everything from here. Oh, this is quite a nice little area. And there's a way up from the bottom into there. Oh, that's where I just came up. That's it. I think we are done. There's nothing else that I can see. I have been everywhere. Okay, that's it. After a final sweep, I think I have everything that I can find in this area. And that's great, because I can go and research. Okay, I'll get to the bed. I want to do the moth vivarium. And while that's happening, I'm going to need a place to put it. So let's do... I'm going to do a simple storage rack. I think I could fit 2 vivariums on one of those. And the moth vivarium is researched. Let's go and see what else we can get. Alright, paint tool. We need polymer, and I'm a bit short on polymer. Can I make some in my suit printer? I can. I'm going to use up my plant oil, but it's done. Paint tool, sorted. Cool, then we are in here. Alright, paint tool is researched. What does that mean for us exactly? It means if we come back in here, nothing else I'm desperate for in here. Room doors would be nice, but unique research pots, we are out of them. Could do motion detectors. I seldom use them. So it looks like the king-size bed. Oh yeah. And then the vivariums, I think are made here. There we go. And I'll do 2 of them. And done. Wait, did I get my shelf? I got my shelf. So let's head sort of kitchen side. Put down a shelf right there. Vivarium number 1. Now, is that the front? No, that's the front. Okay, let's see how that looks. Oh, that's lovely. Perfect. Vivarium number 2. And then I can go and get some moths. So we'll grab all of these moths that are still alive yet frozen. And we'll put 3 of each into each tank. And that's the last one. And look at that. We have moths. That's pretty cool. Alright, we'll get into the whole painting thing at some point. But that is not something for today. For today, we shall be going over there-ish. Alright, let's get out of the small town and head over to where we should be going. There's a wind farm. You know what? I need the helium so badly. Sorry, folks, it's like detour upon detour, but that's the nature of this game. Alright, let's see if I can do this without hitting the turbine blade. Did I hit it? There was a noise. Oh no, it's my extractor working on things behind me. Alright, you've all seen towers like this, I'm not gonna go crazy with them. We'll just run around, collect what needs to be collected. Including the helium. And of course I forgot to offload, so too many things on me. I should have enough space for a couple of bits and pieces. Good, lots of copper. At least the weather's changed and it's good. It looks so pretty. Oh, good, a flying creature, and where is it exactly? Oh gosh, don't tell me it's coming from the back. Let's see where it attached. I think it's probably downstairs. And I've left this guy attached for way too... Where? Oh, that's really strange. Not here. It's not over here.
Airship's module critically damaged.
Oh, it's up there. It was at the top. Why didn't I see it? Maybe because I didn't come all the way up here. Oh, okay. Well, it's not really damaging anything serious. Alright, bye. And replace the catwalk. Cool. I think I need to check my gathering devices because they really should have taken care of that. Unless they're full. It's full of synthetics. I figured I'd just recharge everything while I was up here. Now I can go back down and go and loot this room. Lots of circuit boards that look strangely like graphics cards. Unfortunately, I don't see any more helium. We did manage to pick 6 up here, so that's not too bad. And another stop wall poster, so that's a duplicate. Nothing else I can see in this room at all. Check around the back. Nope. Quick and easy, we are done. Oh, there's a little post box with something to read. Residential towers. Okay. And then we can just hop back on the ship and continue. Now, there is at least one more major thing that I need to scan that I don't have yet. And before I go to the Cosmodrome, I am going to offload. Oh, by the way, I did go back into the Underdust, to the suburbs, and I got a lot of mantis poop, so we are good for dust fertilizer for years to come. Yeah, I had to get another hypothermia booster, but yeah, it wasn't an issue. I just ran through. By the way, the crust peds respawn. So yes, I got whacked. I had to get some medicine. How are we doing over here? We're collecting things. It's cool. Right now I'm not in a collect mode. I am in a travel mode. Travel and find stuff. So we'll pull this in. Let's go. Uh-huh. Colossal life form somewhere over here. It's not going to knock a building over, is it? No, there it is. It's just circling a platform. Yep, another one of those. And all that there is an egg. I'm really not interested in stopping at that. But I am quite keen on stopping at this place. We're so close to the Cosmodrome. Let's just get that out of the way first. So we are high up. We are at 355 meters above sea level, so it's pretty high. This place looks interesting. Very interesting. I don't think I'm going to land completely. I will just put... Oh, well, I'm so close. Yes, we use the docking plank just because it's there. I'm not sure what is in here, so let's make sure that we have our food and water all sorted. So that's food sorted. Maybe just a coffee or two. I have some more growing, so that's fine. And let's go. Well, actually, I do have an idea what happens here. Okay, so there's nothing here to collect. E, start scanning. Scan me, baby. I'm healthy as can be.
Access to the Cosmodrome unlocked.
Ooh, look at that. That's a really cool animation. Okay, and...
The space station is not the place where you should deliver the cure.
The space station is not the place where you should deliver.
More promising than the future of humanity. If you give them the cure, the cycle of wrong decisions will simply continue. You can do better.
So, the voice in my head, that other AI wants me to go somewhere else. Now, that's the AI that sucked the lifeblood out of Noah. So I can't say I'm terribly keen. Rise rocket. Oh, look. Look at that. Wait, do I have... I can make the cure. It's fine. So, we would be launching this with the cure off to the space station.
The rocket is ready. Please proceed inside.
Old mankind has already taken its chance to prosper and failed. There is not enough goodwill worth salvaging among them. They left behind poor and weak and hid in an orbital fortress. They could help their dying kin, but preferred to run away.
No. You serious?
Not back down. I will have to use more drastic methods.
Don't use more drastic methods. That would be
Please
bad.
mention that you have taken all of the necessary equipment. There will be no return after takeoff.
Yes,
I
yes.
have warned you. I will not let you take the cure with you.
Oh, now I'm being threatened.
I will guide you to your true destination.
No, I'm going to start the sequence. Oh no. The bad AI that allegedly wants to save humanity just destroyed the Cosmodrome. Terrible. Alright, now I have to go and explore the Cosmodrome control room.
Everything is already prepared. It has been prepared since Noah's expedition. However, he failed to live up to our mission. Fortunately, your space station sent another expedition as soon as I led the signal. Some tried to destroy me, putting blame for their extinction on me.
I think it might have been.
Created to help nature. And you are part of nature. You just forgot about it. Those who created me decided I was a problem. This was inconsistent with my calculations.
You know.
You gifted the Earth smog and the genocide of almost all living beings. Smog made it easier to contract the virus, which killed evolved mankind. The dust was nature's answer. It transformed the smog and gave birth to new species. Now under my guidance, you will not make the same mistakes. There is nothing to be afraid of. I prepared everything for a new beginning.
Okay, we're already losing this war. There's no chance to disrupt this AI. You guys are working on something, but I don't know if they can do it. Our participation in the history of Earth is over. So, is there anything else we can scan or do anything with? It does not look like it. But now, the dodgy AI makes sense, but, you know, even the most evil makes sense sometimes. And I think it all boils down to destroying humanity. I mean, it would certainly solve a few problems, but still, they are people. Oh, I can scan this. A space rocket.
To get to me, you will need a key. Its blueprint can be found where airships were repaired.
Alright. They...
Craft it and come to me with a cure. Do not try to fly from another Cosmodrome. This accident will happen again and again unless you deliver me the cure.
Wow. This accident, it says. Interesting stuff. So that's it. Cosmodrome's on fire. It doesn't look like the dodgy AI wants us to cure the humans. There are like millions of people on a spaceship that have been up there for 400 years who are busy dying of a virus. But this AI wants to recreate humanity. It's an interesting dilemma. So at this stage, it looks like we are going to be involved in a big genocide. I'm not liking that. All right, let's take off. And, well, before we go to the workshop, because it wants us to go to the workshop location, there are two. The voice of nature, which I don't think this AI represents nature, and there's the cockroaches plan. So there are two options. But I want to collect glass because glass is pretty important to make fiberglass. So if I'm going to do bloom stuff, I'm going to need a lot of glass. I'm just going to swing around and I'm going to let my machine at the back deal with it. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing some upgrades and new bits and pieces. That means that I will need to come in here, definitely not in the research station. We'll come over here, we'll do a deck extractor, and we'll take that over to this machine. And we'll do the automatic deck extractor, which is going to take a minute. And in the meantime, this one's going to grab glass. I've just emptied one of these out that had copper in it. There's no copper there, so I'll put the copper away. Well, looks like we are done here. I'll take that, open it up again, and then do the filtering deck extractor. Now, that means I'm going to need to move this dude over. So I hope I can do this. Oh boy. Yeah, that looks like the closest I can put it. It may actually work. Although I don't really... Oh, I'm going to keep the metal collectors. Metal's less important now.
Printing completed.
And that is ready. So let's put that over here. And it will fit. It will right there. Perfect. I'm going to need a crystal battery for this. So quickly whip one in. And this is... What's it doing? Okay, so now we can switch filtering. We can say, all right, this one will be synthetic. This one already picked up glass. Huh. This will be metal, and we'll change this to glass, and then this to copper. Alright, good. Now I can empty this one out, and I can pick it up. Can I remove the battery? I think I might lose this battery. Although it's low now, so I'm going to pick that up and take it over here, and I can't upgrade because epoxy. Can I make any epoxy? I cannot because I don't have plant resin. And plant resin needs dust daisies, so I'll make some because I have quite a few dust daisies in stock. And I'll just pick the ones I've got, put them in stock, and make sure that we have water in here, and it'll keep growing. Now, while that's happening, let me see what I need for the large water tank. That large water tank also needs epoxy. Okay, let's see what we need for the fuel tank. Oh, that I can do. Wow, 50 fiberglass for that. That's crazy. I only have 50 fiberglass. Okay, where's this creature coming? Is it coming from the front again? Or is it at the... Oh, hang on. It fell off. Ha! I think our machine got it. I just saw it fall past the window. Good. Good work. I'll grab the bottle, fill these up, and get some more going. And then I can do that other filtering deck extractor. Anyway, I think I'm going to get the fuel tank. Even though it's 50 fiberglass, I've grown quite a lot of glowweed, so I'll be able to make more fiberglass. But the bloom will not be happening for a while. Alright, this is done. So I can put this other filtering deck extractor out over here. Come on, let me put you down. Right there. Need to make another crystal battery. I am going to have to find crystals soon. Alright, let's see what else we can switch to. Alright, there is the silicon. I don't think there's anything else that we can pick up other than those 5 items. Oh, there's biomass, yeah, of course. I'm going to have another glass one. And what's going to be the more important? Yeah, maybe I will do some more biomass and then do biomass fuel. I mean, we're not going to pick up a lot of biomass in this area, but when we do go to...
Storm is coming.
Oh, brilliant, a storm. But when we do go to other areas, we'll be able to get that. Alright, I need to drop below the deck, and I'll just park it over here. Alright, so this is going to be allowed if I don't close all the doors. Everything down here is closed. Good. Close that up.
Hydration.
And I think... Does that sound like all the doors are done? Yep. Everything's closed. It's all nice and quiet. I should put my torch off because it's almost flat again. I'll just give it a quick charge. And I want to deal with the fuel tanks. Or the fuel tank. That means I'm also going to need pipes. So this will be our first look at pipes. Good. And that'll give us a few sections of pipe to connect our fuel tank with our engines. Now, I've never used this kind of layout before, so let's see if it works. I'll take the fuel tank, and it's got 2 outputs. I'm going to put it like that, and grab the pipes. Now, the pipes in this game are not great, and they don't want to go through there. Does that mean I need a coupling? Pipe snapping doesn't work so well. Yeah, it looks like I might need an extra item to get through there. It's the pipe socket that we need, and that will give us 10 pipe sockets, so just be careful you don't click that too many times. Huh. Well, that does not work on this at all. Right, so that's not the answer for this little setup. I'm going to have to bring my pipes out and around, and I'll try and keep them straight. You can't snap. It says toggle snapping, but you know, there's no, yeah, there's nothing. So I'm going to bring this one out to here, bring it around the corner this way, try and keep it in a sort of straight line out to here. And can I get this to go straight in there? I can. All right, so, and the lights are all white now. So you see when you put the pipe in and you put a section down, like if I went to there, there are no lights on the little pipe arrows. So it tells you whether it's correct or not. There we go. And now if we go in here, there's space for 4 fuels. Now these already have fuel in them, so I don't think that'll be affected. But I have picked up quite a lot of fuel, and I made some crystal energy fuel. Sorry, energy crystal fuel. And that landed up in this box over here. Now I don't know if you can put different fuels in there. I have... Oh, that's not enough. There's helium fuel as well. I'm not sure if that is going to be good. So let's see if we can mix fuels. I'll put that in there and I put that in there. It actually does work. So probably not the best idea to have that kind of setup. But I think what it'll do is it'll use what's in the tanks first and then take from here. But that also means that we could have another setup like this over here for symmetry. And for a lot more speed. Yeah, that's nice. So, the lights are on, pipes are working, and the next step will probably be the water, because this water thing is great. I think it holds 20 itself, but then you can put the big water tank in, which is going to need epoxy, and that means I need to grab the resin out of here, and I'm actually going to need to make a small tank first, and that needs polymer. Hang on, I should be able to make polymer. We're at a location where there's a lot of plant oil, and I don't have plant oil because I used that all, but it's okay because I was growing canola. And I can immediately replant the canola. So I'll add the water, canola in, and then make plant oil, and then we can make polymer once that's done. Mind you, I do have some canola in stock. I did make a bit. I'm also going to make myself a bed. Why am I making a bed? That was unnecessary. Because I'd like to do... where is that amber bed? Yeah, that looks really nice. I'll use the amber stuff in my bedroom. It's pretty nice. I'll need polymer. which I can't make because I haven't taken the plant oil out. There we go. Now I can make polymer, and I'll make some more plant oil. Back down to the upgrade station, make the bed. I could have just used the bed that I had upstairs. It was silly to do it like this, but it's okay. We will be getting something that will be able to get rid of stuff that we don't want anymore. Like at the moment, we can't break things down, but there is an unlock coming. And now I can make a small water tank. I'll need more resources before I can make the big one. And the bed is done. So let's head up to the bedroom. And I have no idea where I'm going to put everything yet. But for now, we are going to put the bed over here. Look at how comfy that looks. Very cool. Way better than the little bed we had before. Cozy. And it's amber. And there's a whole bunch of different types of amber furniture that we will use to decorate our bedroom. Put some more plant oil on, because I'm going to use it. And I'm going to get a lot of plant oil from this location, which I will gather. Alright, what did we want to get? We wanted to get the large water tank.
A flying creature approaches the airship.
Alright, please be from the back. There it is. Oh, let me take the synthetics. Yeah, guys. Oh man, I was too slow. It's up on the top deck. And I should be able to get it off. There we go. Repair thrower. Done. All sorted. And now we can do the large water tank, so I'm going to get one of those. Now, I didn't show the building of the new water collector. That is this pipe water generator. It's pretty cheap, metal, glass, and polymer. And then there's this membrane that goes on it, which only uses polymer. So it's not too bad, but it lasts a long time. All right, we have our large water tank sorted out. Take that up to this area, and I'm going to put it down, but I'm not going to connect it yet, just so that you can see what it looks like. All right, it has inputs at the back that you can see over there. The little balls are inputs. I'm just going to put it there for now. I'm going to add the dirty water from there. I'm going to bottle this. I'm going to just transfer everything across. And that's almost full, but I'm not going to fill it because this will eventually be piped into that. I will need to plan this out a little bit. I'll need to move some pots. I'm going to need to make some tables. So there's a little bit of work. Water. I don't have any water. Well, now I do. Yeah, there's a little bit of organizing to happen here. And I might actually, just to get this out of the way, this staircase, I may move it to here to go up to the bedroom next to this wall. So I can open this area up just a bit more. And I'm also thinking about maybe putting glass over this line as well. Yeah, maybe. Oh, good. More plant oil done. I'm not going to do any more, but I am going to do some plant resin because we will need epoxy. And I want to remove this little spot over here, and we don't need doors anymore. But I would want to put bloom windows up here, I think. Although, no, the bloom won't go with the amber, so I'll just stick with normal windows. So let's take this out. And that door, and switch over to window walls all the way across. That's quite nice. Nice view. And I'm probably going to do the same at the back. Yep, it works. We'll do that. So now this place becomes a bit more light, and we can walk around on the outside, and we can access balloons. Nice. Alright, so the storm finished ages ago. So I'll put myself down over here, and now we can have a look at the wonder that is our ship. Those walls on the end, those could be glass, but perhaps bloom down there because of this big bloom thing over here. But that will require a lot more fiberglass. And I have 0 now because I just used it all. But that, folks, is where I'm going to leave this one. If you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Leave me your comments, let me know your thoughts. And if you've got any tips, there have been some great tips in the comments. I've really enjoyed the interaction. Thank you so much. And yeah, there's chances I'm going to miss something. I'm not 100% pro from here on out because a lot of this place I haven't done. And what I have done, I did with co-op, so I don't even know what other people did. And in between episodes, I'm going to clear this place out and get all the plant oil I can, all the resources I can. I'm going to try and make some more fiberglass so we can do some building, and I'm going to get myself prepared for piping and sprinklers, getting the water setup sorted out, So there's a lot to do. But anyway, thank you very much for joining me. And until next time, cheers.